You know what's the real fight? What's the real money fight? Is me, not these clowns that you already punked at the press conference.
What's up? Where you at, George?
Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck.
You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park.
What's going on, everybody? This is Coach D, the Wild Man, with another episode of the MMA Call Out. Today we at it again, man. We got another episode of some good conversations, some good things we want to talk about. We're going to have two guests online today. We're going to have Jamie Pickett, and we're also going to have Doug Usher, two up-and-coming pros that are making their name in MMA. We're going to kind of hear what they got to say and hear what's going on with them. But naturally, I could not do it with my road dog, the angry midget, Chris Connors. Let's get into it. Everybody, this is Coach D, the Wild Man. We have our first interviewer on the line. We have the one and only Jamie Pickett. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, not a problem. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Like so, this is called the MMA Call Out, and on the line we also have Chris Connors. He's the other half of the MMA Call Out. You cool with that?
That's fine.
All right, cool. That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. Catch me up, man. What you been up to?
Nothing much. Just training really hard. I'm always busy, as y'all can tell. Got some fights lined up, so just waiting.
Okay. Well, I saw you. I saw you at Conflict, and of course, that we had that conversation about how you were dominating the fight, and it actually became a split decision. So what's your next fight coming up?
Well, that fight was a unanimous decision.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, unanimous decision. That's right.
Yeah, they scared me with a split at first. I was like, what? But yeah, it was unanimous. I actually had pneumonia for that fight. I was hospitalized right after the fight.
Man, well, hey, that's what a killer do, man. We step it up. So, but you okay now?
Yeah, I'm fine now. I just didn't want to pull out, so I just went on and fought anyways.
I got you. So how much time did you take off?
Till now. Till now.
Okay. So you just
Jamie,
now getting back into
this is your longest break, isn't it?
Say what?
Hey, Jamie, this is your longest break from training, isn't it? I mean, you don't usually sit very long.
Well, Chris, man, to be honest with you, I didn't want to say anything, but I posted the hospital documents on Facebook and Instagram. I was hospitalized for like 3 days, man. And I didn't want to say anything because you know how I am. I don't like anybody thinking I'm weak. But I haven't trained at all, except for, I helped Derek get ready for Anderson Silva for this fight. And I only could do a round. I couldn't do 2 rounds. I only could do a round. So I had to take a round off, and then do another round with Derek. My body it just took a long time to get back together, man. That pneumonia stuff nothing to play with.
Yeah. I thought that's right. Okay. So was it shortness of breath, just feeling weak? Of course I try to put your business out there, but what you say has been going on?
Well, what happened was, before the fight, you can ask David or Rob Oliver or anybody that was there at the fight with me. I was throwing up before the fight. I was sick. I was on a machine. Before I fought him, I was shortness of breath, hard for me to breathe. Mm-hmm. And in between rounds, we were trying to control my breathing. That's why you didn't see any explosive things. I'm usually explosive, and I do a lot of crazy. That's why I was trying to use my wrestling, because I was gassed before I even walked in there. Mm-hmm. So after the fight, I was in vacation, and I passed out, and I got put in the hospital. I was in the hospital for like 2 days, 2-3 days. I got out. I was on all this medicine. I was on this breathing machine. I can't remember what it's called. It's for asthma, but had to use that every night. Been using that for like 3 months now. So I'm now finally cleared to fight again.
Okay, wow. Okay.
And the UFC actually was going to put me on a card. UFC, I can't remember what it was. They called me to do a fill-in. Uh-huh. I was going to replace somebody, and I'm not medically cleared because of pneumonia. So I couldn't say yes to the short notice fight. It was like the weekend. And it was like 7 days before the fight. I was going to say, yeah, it was going to be at 205 pounds, but I had pneumonia, so I couldn't accept the fight.
Wow. man, you finally get your call, and your pneumonia keep you from the big show, man. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks.
Yeah, I had the emails from the UFC and everything, man. I was pretty pissed off. My manager was like, "We got to take it." I was like, "Okay." And then he called back. He said, "Hey, man, your medical report, you can't fight. You pretty much medically suspended because you have pneumonia." And it was right after I got out of the hospital. I was gonna fight anyways. I didn't care.
Well, at least you know that you're on their radar. At least you know that. So that's another thing that you can check off, in your success box, is that the UFC has been looking at you, and you got that call. So now we got to try to hope to get another call. So that's what we got to hope on now.
And you know what? I'm glad Chris Conner, is he on the phone still?
I'm still here.
I will say this. I'm not the biggest fan of Lamont Chappell at all. I really don't like the guy that much, and he doesn't like me. But I will say this. I'm in this position because of Next Level. I will say I'm one of those people, I won't lie about certain things. And the reason why my name is like it is now is because of Next Level. Lamont and Chris, they pushed me to fight. I mean, it was like every time I turn around, hey, the show's coming up, got to fight. I'm like, oh, shit. So I will say thank you to both of them for giving me all those fights and pushing me. Even a lot of times I didn't even want to fight. Chris Conner was like, nah, you're fucking fighting. I was like, man, I'm tired, Chris. Chris said, I don't care. You're going to fight.
Hey, I remember those conversations, man. I do. I very much remember those conversations.
Okay, well, good. That now that I could have, that's a question I need to bring up. Okay, Chris, from a promotion side,
Okay.
Jamie Pickett, he was your belt holder. He was your star. As a journalist, I have to ask that question. Because he was that star, did you put him on more than you would have put on a average fighter, or it just came across that everybody wanted to fight Jamie? Which one was it?
Jamie's an exciting fighter, and all personal and business things aside, strictly coming from a matchmaker's point of view, he's the guy you want on a card, because he is exciting. He shows up, he fights, he makes weight, so he's a crowd favorite.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So did he? Would you say that Jamie on the card definitely helped boost the success of Next Level?
Absolutely. Jamie did exactly what he needed to do to push the fight and push the promotion when he could and where he was at, and it worked. Next Level got built not off of just Jamie, but with Jamie's assistance, and in turn we kept, since Jamie was becoming a household name, we kept him fighting, and we kept looking at his record and keep him going, and And unfortunately, in this business, that's exactly what happens. Business happens, and people go different ways. And, from my perspective, I've always told Jamie, I wish you nothing but the best, and that's just what it is.
Okay. Well, let's flip it around. Jamie, how did Next Level? Hell, I know you said thanks to them, you became a household name. But did you feel that Next Level pushed you like they were supposed to? Do you feel like you got the recognition you deserved? All the things that you think you got from Next Level?
This is what I'll say. Like I said before, I just can't be fake, man. That's just how I am. Mm-hmm. Me and Lamont, we don't like each other. That's just how it is. I don't really know where it happened at, but we really don't like each other. But as far as him as a person, when it comes to Next Level, I will give him this. The man had a vision, and he told me from the very beginning that he had a vision of what he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And he did every damn thing he said he was going to do. I give it to him. He did everything he said he was going to do. And he pushed it, and he pushed me, and he pushed everybody. He's one of those people, he wants everything to perfection. Mm-hmm. And that's how he likes it. And that's how I like it. I don't miss weight, and I don't bullshit around about what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Chris Conner has a military background. He's the same exact way, so it worked perfect when it came to setting up fights and setting up the Next Level. Then you got Brittany, who's Lamont's right-hand man, she's the same kind of way. So it all worked out perfectly in the very beginning. Mm-hmm. But like he said, business and stuff happened, and things were said and things happened, so people went their own ways. but I will never say, oh, F next level or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that kind of person. I pay my dues, and I give respect is due.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought I had died off. Nobody really cared about what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And next level, when they started the company, they needed somebody to be the anchor.
Mm-hmm.
And Lamont got it with me, and I said, let's do it. And they put me out there in front, and I led the way. But without their backing, I would not be where I'm at right now. I would not be where I'm at right now because I couldn't get a fight. I still can't get a fight hardly, you know. And then you got Chris Connor, who's just a mastermind at convincing people to fight. He will convince you that you can lift a truck if you let him talk to you. So he got me fights. Okay. Other promoters can't get me fights. They've been trying to get me fights left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Conflict was the only one that could do it, but he had to pay that guy.
Yeah. Well, see, but that makes the perfect point. Like me as a podcaster and journalist, I'm gonna call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be nobody's friend to do business. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of guys out there that I absolutely hate, but I'll do business with them because the bottom line, it is business. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good thing, that you were able to see that along with everything else, which is cool. And like I said, Jay, I can keep you up.
It really is.
Yes, I can
it really is.
Go ahead.
It really is. I mean, they understood. Like, I don't know if you know it or not, but I get up at 5:00 every morning. I run hill sprints. If you look at my Facebook, I'm running hill sprints at 5:30 a.m. every morning.
Mm-hmm.
For an hour straight, I'm running hill sprints. I only take a minute break between every 5-minute session, every round, and then I come in the gym and I hit pads at 11 o'clock for 30 minutes, and I wrestle for 30 minutes. Then I do strength cardio for a whole another hour. Then I come back at night at 7 o'clock, and then I spar for a whole hour. And then I run on the treadmill for an hour.
Okay.
I do that every day. And then I go to I drive 2 hours to Wilmington to train with Derek and John Salter for 2 hours on a Saturday. The 2 hours for jiu-jitsu and the 2 hours of sparring. I do that every single week.
Okay. Well, that's it. To be at the top of the level, you're going to have to kind of put yourself at that level. So let me ask you this question. Do you feel at this time, in this place, you are ready for the big dance? Are you ready for a Bellator or UFC? Would you be able to hang with some of the beginning level, with somebody with your same record? Would you be able to handle that level if UFC called you again tomorrow?
I would absolutely destroy the whole roster of Bellator. They're all beneath me. In the UFC, I'll take out everybody into the top 10, and then I'll have trouble.
Yeah.
And that's a bold statement.
That is a huge statement. Now, Jamie, I know you know me now. I call it like I see it. There's some bad boys in both Bellator and UFC now. And like I said, you got some killers now. So I said, so don't you want to maybe kind of get in there, kind of play around with it, get a smell of the room, before you make that statement?
No.
I'll say no way. I know Jamie Pickett way too well.
No, I won't. If when I get to the UFC, I'll fight whoever they want me to fight. Then the second fight, I'm going to have a call out. And after that, I'm calling out people in the top 10. I don't feel that I've been paying my dues for too long. I've been at a higher level for so long, and people just don't understand it. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is the truth. This is what people don't understand about me. I fight left-handed. So when you see me fight, what hand do I use? I fight right-handed. You call Derek and John right now. When I spar, because they're so good, I have to fight at my best, so I fight orthodox. I fight southpaw. Mm-hmm. When I fight people in the ring, I fight orthodox because I'm not worried.
Okay.
That's why. If I get in trouble, you'll see me turn southpaw. That's the way I fight.
Okay.
They're not on my level at all, and UFC, when I get there, I'll prove it.
Okay. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Cause I'm gonna keep you on these words you just said. I trend pretty good with a lot of other blogs and people who really push content. So I'm gonna throw your name out there. I'm gonna run your name.
I appreciate that.
The whole gauntlet, and I'm gonna I'm gonna see what kind of feedback we get, and I'm gonna let you know what's going on, and we're gonna see if the right people can see your name. Now, with that being said, once it's out there and once they hear this interview, it's gonna go where it's gonna go. So I said I want you to be prepared for that. Some people may say you ain't shit. Some people may say you may be the next guy. So as long as you cool with that, I'll make it roll. You cool with that?
Oh, people are going to say all kinds of stuff. That's fine. Tell them to fight me, though.
Okay. That's what's up.
That's all I want you to do is fight me.
All right. I'm gonna throw one more thing out there simply because I've seen it, seen it on Facebook. So I want to ask you, what's up with this Doug Usher situation and steroids? What's up with that?
Doug Usher is a pathetic clown who wants to make excuses because he got his ass kicked.
Okay.
I took his fight on a week and a half notice. I took the fight on a week and a half notice. Did I not, Chris?
Yeah, something like that. It was short notice.
Now,
short notice, week and a half notice.
Was it on Next Level?
No, it was on
Legacy.
Legacy. Okay, go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And Doug, he trained for 2 months. He had a bunch of pictures up before we fought, how he was in such good shape, went in, got embarrassed, and got knocked down from his home crowd. And now he's on my YouTube videos, which I wouldn't see hardly. I don't look at my comments. He's telling people I'm on PEDs, I'm on steroids. I'm like, what? I'm on steroids. That's the only reason I won. He wants testing, and we'll do it again. If me and Doug fight again, I promise you, I will literally break every bone in his face. He would not make it out of the first round. I promise you. I will bet any amount of money on it.
Okay, do you think...
Me training is not a good thing.
Okay, do you think what he was saying is that so he can get another fight with you? Do you think that's what he was trying to do?
No, because I've already asked... me and him already got into an argument before, and I asked him to fight again on Facebook. I called him out in front of everybody, and he started making all these excuses why we couldn't fight. And then now, he saw my last fight, and because I didn't finish the guy that he talked junk about, which that guy's actually pretty good, and I had pneumonia, he talked junk and said, oh, he's on PEDs, he's on steroids. If we fight again, we're going to get Olympic drug testing, which I don't think we could get that. But if we did, I'm fine with it. But Doug is a clown. And if he fights me ever again, he's going to the hospital.
All right, hold on 1 second. I gotta get my road dog in here. Okay, Chris, you've seen both these guys fight. I have to look up Doug. I have not seen Doug fight. I have to look at that fight that you guys are talking about. Was it a dominant fashion? Is it like Jamie saying, or what? I ain't trying to make no waves. I'm trying to ask the question.
No, I mean, it was, I'll say this. The first round, Jamie was filling him out, and Doug had a really nice armbar on. And I was cage side for this fight.
Okay.
So, it was a good fight first round. Second round, you could tell Jamie came into his own and really started feeling it. And then I think he caught Doug with a real good hook or a really good two. And that was kind of the beginning of the end for Doug. And, it was an MMA fight. It was a really good, entertaining fight, though.
Okay. Well, Jamie, that is what it is. But, okay, so let's make a flat-out question. Would you want to fight Doug again if the opportunity came up?
I will fight Doug right now if he wanted to. Today, tomorrow, doesn't matter whenever he wants to fight. Whenever he wants to go to the hospital, all he got to do is let me know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna ask the questions with Doug. I'm trying to run Doug down and maybe get him on the podcast and see what the game is. And then
please get him on there. I'm tired of the man. Make him be a man. Make him fight me. Get him on there. Make him fight me. I'm tired of him running his mouth. Make the man fight me. He's being a child. Tell him to fight me.
Okay. Well, hey, that's what we'll figure out. Hey, Jamie, I'm gonna wrap this up because we have another interview. But I'm gonna get you back on here, man. I like what you're saying, and I'm gonna run with this. I just want to let you know that now.
Run with it.
All right, I'm gonna run with it hard, and like I said, I'm gonna call it like I see it. I'm gonna say exactly what you were saying, exactly what you think you can do, and exactly how you're gonna do it. I'm gonna put it out just that way. I'm not gonna ad-lib. I'm gonna speak exactly how you speak it, and I'm gonna see where it goes. Is that cool?
I appreciate that.
All right, man, that's what I'm gonna do. But like I said, I'm gonna get you back online. So we got other things going on, so that's why I'm cutting it kind of quick. But I'm going to get you back online, and we can continue with this conversation, and we're going to take it to that next level. Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
All right, Jamie, man. Have a good one, man. Jamie Pickett on the line, y'all.
Thank you.
All right. You hear from us again, man. Talk to you later.
You know what's the real fight? What's the real money fight is me, not these clowns that you already punked at the press conference.
What's up? Where you at, George? Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck.
You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park.